Hey everyone, welcome back. It is night 2 of our 4-night review extravaganza. With me, once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, wrestling, and everything else in between. Review of Fan Expo. He went to the
It
Toronto Fan.
sucked.
It sucked this year.
It was terrible.
Couldn't have been as bad as the CNE, but I digress. At least I got to meet Scott D'Amore. I'm never going to get off that one. Speaking of Scott D'Amore, how about that into a segue? We are talking about Impact's Emergence emanating from this very city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Impact has been on a roll lately. They haven't been fantastic, but they haven't disappointed yet this year.
I mean, the year started off rough for what we thought was going to be the year of Impact,
but they've put the train back on course.
I mean, we'll figure that out today.
Yes. But with that, we are going to go straight into there was a match that was not televised, which was Dirty Dango beating Kevin Knight.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yes, that was a non-televised match. It was only
so
for the
guy you're trying to push lost to Dirty Dango.
Yes, the fact that Kevin Knight was here in Toronto is surprising enough. But then again, he's probably doing a show with Kushida.
Yeah. Anyways, we digress.
I digress. So the pre-show started off with Mike Bailey against Alan Angels. My thing is this. Mike Bailey just won the Junior Super All-Star whatever tournament. Is going to be going into a high-profile feud with Takahashi. Why is he the curtain jerker?
Why did he almost look like he was going to lose to Alan Angles?
Yes, that too. He looked too good in this match.
Kevin Knight just got put over in big times, and you just had him lose to Dirty Dango. That's you know, where
but the thing is, only about a handful of people saw that at the arena.
At the Rebel?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. This match was good.
It was good. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm just surprised that Mike Bailey is so low on the card on this show.
This wasn't pre-show, right?
This was the pre-show. Oh, this is the first match of the pre-show.
I wasn't even paying attention to that when I was watching it.
There is a match later on in the show that had no right to be on a pay-per-view.
I mean, that's a normal Impact thing, let's be honest.
Yeah. But Mike Bailey does go over at least.
Yeah.
So, but decent match.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Angles can wrestle.
Yes. Next, we have probably my new favorite tag team of Joe Henry and Yuya Uemura against the Good Hands.
So, this is the greatest tag team of all time.
Joya.
The greatest tag team of all time.
Yes.
I've never been so behind something ever in my life as I am this.
On this one.
The actual match was okay.
Surprisingly, because you and I were not the biggest fans of the Good Hands.
No, but we like the other two guys.
Yes. And Joe Henry finally has a direction.
Yeah, this was okay. This match was nothing special. It could have been better, but I mean, I'm not going to cry about it.
From the foundation of this is good because now Joe Henry has a direction, and now you're also going to get Yuya on a more high profile track, I guess, because he's so underutilized.
This is just Yohei.
Yes. Turn up the fan. It's heat wave in Toronto. It's hot. But yeah, it is Yohei. Yohei Yo. We're waiting for that trios.
Exactly.
But
Yohei Yohei Yo.
Oh, now we're talking 5-man team. But yeah, this was fun. It was, like I said, Uemura finally is going to get, like, he's one of those guys that we really enjoy on the card, along with Bhupinder Gujjar as well. He's one of those guys that are so underutilized on the show.
Yep.
But I mean, it was good, and it was fun for
Dirty Dango beat Kevin Knight.
You're not going to get over that one, are you?
No, I'm not going to get over that. I didn't even know about that. You just told me about that. I don't know. I don't like it.
But I mean, that was the end of the pre-show. It was fine for a pre-show match, and Impact always has half decent pre-show matches to get the crowd hyped up. So with that, we're going to go right into the main card itself. We have Eric Young against Diener in a no disqualification match. This was Eric Young coming back from the dead, basically.
Again, like he was dead and he came back. Now he's dead again and he
No,
came
no, no.
back.
This is explain how he came back from the dead.
Oh, this is the explanation.
Yeah, he was never really dead, I guess. He was close to death when Diener tried to kill him. Remember
Well,
when?
I figured when he was alive that he wasn't dead.
Yeah, when he showed up in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Why would you do that to a character? Like literally kill them off.
Did they ever figure out where Taya Valkyrie went?
No, they don't.
The kayfabe is strong with this one.
Yes, until she shows up again. But I mean, this was okay. It was a typical hardcore match. It was fun. It was like we get our staple gun spots. They seem to really love the staple guns.
That's their thing. That's their thumbtacks.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
and okay. There was a smart move by Eric Young to handcuff Khan to the corner to take away that two-man advantage that they would have had. I'm just surprised nobody else came out to help Eric Young. I guess it's to put over Eric Young that he can beat both of them.
Multiverse?
Yeah, that's the answer to everything, right? We need that t-shirt.
But just a picture of you, like,
yeah, explains everything. But yeah, it was okay. It was your basic plunder match.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah. With that, we are going to one hell of a match. MK Ultra defending their women's tag team championships against Jungle Juice, Jody Threat and Kylan King, and Shantaraj of Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans.
No more, just have tag team matches.
Yeah, not a fan of the four-ways, eh?
I don't need it.
Yeah.
Especially when Jungle Juice is involved.
Yes.
Mind you, she was pretty good here. The less usage, the better.
Rosemary, she was a little bit more hidden in this match.
Courtney Valentine or
Courtney Rush.
Courtney Rush. It's not doing it for me.
Bring back Rosemary.
Clearly that's what's going to happen. It's going to build to like a point where she's like, oh, got to bring out the darkness again.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not the same.
It doesn't have that same feeling. Yeah.
No, that tag team just doesn't have that same feeling. And it's like,
yeah, because they were both dark characters. Then Jungle Juice decided to have this weird fluorescent Batman Returns type of, not Batman Returns, which one?
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin type of vibe to it.
Batman Returns was pretty glow in the darky. I mean, Batman Forever.
Yes.
Digressing from the point, we knew that the Savannah
Giselle
team was not going to win.
Yeah.
So it kind of, at this point, you're like, okay, so who's going to win this?
Yeah. And I kind of like the storytelling they did with Jody Threat. And by taking out, she was the one who took out Taylor Wilde, but someone took out Taylor Wilde.
It's going to be her.
Yeah.
I think they're good, but they're not going to win because it's not the actual tag team.
No.
And Jody Threat is just their Canadian, like, who's who to throw in a match when they need to put a Canadian.
But the thing is, Taylor Wilde is Canadian too. They could have taken out Kylan King.
The kayfabe is strong with this one.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You take out Kylan King, now you have a tag team with two women from Toronto.
This is not the wrestler you're looking for. You could just put Rosemary with Taylor Wilde.
I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
From Canada. They're to everyone in the world, Canada is just one place.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a good match though. And MK Ultra, they are really cementing themselves as a great team. Like this is the team we thought we didn't want.
No, we knew we wanted this.
We wanted it, but we don't deserve it.
We don't deserve it.
No.
I don't think anyone deserves Killer Kelly. Like, it's just let her exist.
Yeah, she is fantastic. She is one of the great talents. Like we keep reiterating this. Right now, Impact probably has the best women's roster, but they use them properly.
You can argue the fact that it's not the strongest, and I will disagree with you, but that's fine. But the usage of the wrestlers they have, regardless, is the best, because WWE women's matches are freaking doo-doo.
Yes.
Okay, 90% of the time it's doo-doo. And AEW will get more good matches, but they're just so badly booked.
Yeah.
The
Like the one from
storylines are
yesterday.
awful. So that is what that is, but it doesn't matter. My biggest issue here, and this is why we're gonna get to the end, but I need to have reasonings. The storytelling of this match was not good. You knew they were not losing. So I felt like, even though this was a good match, it doesn't have the same weight when I come into it and I'm like, well, there's 0% chance they're gonna lose.
I mean, they seem to like the death dolls. They just throw it back on them, kind of thing.
It's kind of, they're like they're the fodder. They're the only they're the only tag team in the women's division that they know they can keep together.
That's true. That's true.
Right. Impact does have one issue with their women's division. They suffer from the WWE tag division, where it's just like constantly slapped together people and there's no actual tag teams.
WWE Women's Tag Team Championship is a curse. Every time somebody wins it, one of the teams gets hurt.
Yeah, in like the last 2 years, it's insane.
Yeah, you can count it. We should we'll maybe touch about it on the state, because what's her name's hurt again. It's Chelsea Green and Sonya. Sonya's
Chelsea Green, and they gave the other belt to
Piper Niven.
For
some reason, multiverse.
And they got those belts because Raquel and Liv were both injured.
Liv's still off.
Oh, poor Liv.
And Raquel is back, though. We'll talk about her match against Rhea Ripley tomorrow night. But yeah, I mean, this was fine. You knew they weren't going to lose. It was too early for them to lose. I think MK Ultra is going to go on a long run with these belts.
Yeah, I hope they hold it for
a year. Yeah,
they can lose it at Slammiversary next year.
I like it. So we are going into our next match. A match that was really weird. Kenny King against Johnny Swinger. Why is Johnny Swinger still around?
This was entertaining.
Yeah.
But it was not what you would categorize as a good match.
This is where I would have swapped out the matches. This as the curtain jerker pre-show match and put Mike Bailey there.
Yeah.
Right?
This is where Bailey shouldn't be jerking anyone off. Okay.
He is married to Veda Scott, after all.
Johnny Swinger is the guy. He's the fluffer. He should be there just preparing everybody for everything.
Former ECW, like I don't want to say legend, but performer. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, fluffers are performers as well.
Yes, they are. But I mean, Kenny King retains. Like,
who cares about this belt now? Who cares? Does anybody care about this belt now?
No. This is someone that, like, you give it to, well, you can't give it to Yuya now because
this is a rare, we got it actually. We were talking about it in the other yesterday's thing. This is a rare third title.
Yes.
And it's improperly used.
Yes. Where someone like our boy Bhupinder could benefit from this belt.
We said it already.
Yeah.
Uemura, but now you got him in the Joe Hendry thing. Listen, we were both had different opinions at different times about the Joe Hendry run. But now that it's moved on, I'm looking back with like, what the hell? How did we go from that to this?
How did we? Yeah.
Were you going to let Johnny Swinger win the digital media belt?
No.
So why was this match existing?
I don't know. And I don't care.
So don't give me fucking Champagne Poppy out here and let him wrestle the match.
Right? Drake. Champagne Singh.
That's what I meant.
Honest to goodness, that Champagne Singh Bhupinder Gujar match at the CNE in a parking lot was better than.
I'm sure it was.
It's actually a really good match. Uemura put on a hell of a show that night too. I mean, Kenny King retains. Was there ever any doubt? Like,
there was never any doubt that I cared.
Yeah. So with that, let's move on right onto the next match, which was a really good match.
Tell me what this match was.
This was Rascals against Subculture for the tag team championships.
this was a good match. However, the Rascals win. Spoilers.
Yes. And I spilled
However,
pizza sauce on my
I
notes.
don't like that we took the belts away from ABC
Mm-hmm.
to give it to Subculture,
As a
and
transitional champion.
but you made it feel like it was a big important win so that you could
Yeah.
move ABC to do something else, and then immediately took the belts off of them.
Yeah.
There should have at least been a trio of matches or like something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't even think ABC were on this card.
They weren't.
No, they weren't. Yeah.
But it's like there should have been a multiple matches here between Subculture and the Rascals for this to happen. Because
Yeah.
now the Rascals have the title with nothing to back it up because they have no repertoire in Impact, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I
And
mean, they are former, like,
yes, but not in this current situation.
yeah,
Right now, they're
because
former nothings.
because Pete Wentz, Zach Wentz just came back.
Yes, dating Gigi Dolan. Shout out to him.
Yes.
Lucky
So-
guy.
He definitely traded up from Kimberly.
Yeah. Hey. Shout out to Pete Wentz.
Pete Wentz.
But you know what? Soraya's song sounds like Fall Out Boy,
It does. Yeah, it does.
but it's not. Anyways,
It's not.
that has nothing to do with this.
I
actually
digress.
I really like her song, and I hate that pop punk like emo music.
Yeah, emo garbage.
But it's a weird situation. Yes,
Yeah.
I know they're good wrestlers, and I really like this kind of like on and off again relationship that they
Yeah.
kind of have with Leo Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be a great heel faction to put together.
Yeah.
Impact has a lot of heels and not enough
baby
faces,
faces. Yeah.
but I'm still not mad at that. I just don't.
Which I digress. Prior to going on, sorry to cut you off. Now we're getting Tommy Dreamer against Kenny King for the Digital Media Championship.
Yeah, that's because you know who needs clout? Tommy Dreamer.
He's just in business.
And you know who needs to get put over by Tommy Dreamer? Kenny King.
Yeah, but I digress on that point. I just wanted to bring it up before I forgot. But yes, you're right. It didn't feel as impactful for the Rascals, especially because of the way they won.
It should have been a build up to this win.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to book your show, Scott.
No, but
I have a few ideas.
Talk to us. Yeah, it kind of devalues Subculture a little bit.
It does, big time.
Yeah.
Especially when
ABC...
they went over to England in between the last couple matches that they had, and they were like getting big time pops and getting hugely put over. They were on the show, that show, the Rev Pro show, and now they came back to lose.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could give it to the Rascals; they're great.
Yeah,
but make them earn it.
Yeah, see, this is where the in-ring work is good, but the storytelling is a little weird.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with that.
Yeah, fair enough. And so Rascals are your new champs. I mean, if we get three-way matches and bouncing the titles back and forth between ABC and Subculture and the Rascals, I won't mind that.
I won't mind bouncing as long as it's between good tag teams.
So, like, say Subculture wins it back, then ABC wins it from Subculture, then the Rascals win it from ABC. Everybody kind of like, and then whoever ends up with it last has a long run with it. Because the Rascals don't need the clout, and ABC now is up in that next generation of great tag teams.
Subculture is not popular enough to carry it for long. The Rascals are clearly going to be the upcoming bit of future for the tag team division. And ABC, to me, doesn't need the clout.
No, they are one of the best young tag teams out there.
But you need to let ABC have something. So maybe they win the strong titles.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But they're Bullet Club.
You transition it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how already.
Yeah.
It's easy. You let Bishamon win.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's right. They're always the transitional champions.
Bishamon put over.
Yeah.
Because that's a put over, right? That's like how every championship match is against Tanahashi. Okay. Now have that match be against the tag team. Bishamon is the same thing, right?
Yeah. They win the titles back, and then they lose it to ABC.
My butt hurts.
Exactly. Next, we're going to move on to a match. Thank God it was short, but I don't think it had any right to be on the show. The back to school match between Eddie Edwards and Frankie Kazarian.
Okay, Frankie Kazarian's promo video was like 17 minutes long.
Yes.
What the fuck? Like, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. The fact also is Kazarian and Edwards don't need to be in matches against each other. They need to be in matches where they're putting over younger talent.
Okay, it was an all right match, actually.
Okay, but not like this
it
is
wasn't
something
great. I agree with you.
No, but I mean, this is something you do for TV.
Yes, this is like a main event on an episode of
Impact.
Right. Is it just called Impact?
I think so. But because the thing is, when this aired, you're airing it in the middle of a live pay-per-view. So for 10 minutes or whatever, how long it was, it's dead in the arena. Unless you're watching it on the screen, because there's no commentary, there's no nothing. So basically, you're watching a televised thing on the screen for however long this lasted. That's why if you do it for TV, because your TV's not live, you can cut it in there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. They should be putting people over. That's what those two guys should be doing.
Yeah.
We have this group, okay? And I'm not gonna Rich Swann.
Yeah.
He's very good though still.
Yes.
But Rich Swann, Eddie Edwards, Sami Callihan, PCO, Tommy Dreamer, Bully Ray, Eddie Edwards, Frankie Kazarian. They should just be there to put people over.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They should not be in high profile.
Let them beat each other on TV to give themselves clout, and then let them put over young guys. Yeah,
I agree. I completely agree with that. Next, we have a match. Was not for the championship because he doesn't currently hold it in his possession because it was stolen by Evil, which is Sonata versus Jake something. And this match was so much better than it had any right to be.
Okay, so much better than it had any right to be, 100%. I still never want to see a match like this again. Why the fuck is the highest profile wrestler in New Japan wrestling against Jake something who just came back?
Yeah.
He has no reason to be pushed to this spot.
Yeah. It was not for the championship, though. So
But it's not for the championship because of the kayfabe story that Evil stole the belt. Or else it would have been for the championship.
Yeah. But the fact that we got Sonata on the card, though.
Yes, and that's fine. And Sonata was very good in this match, actually.
Yes, he was.
Jake something actually performed pretty well. I would hesitate to call this match anything you need to see, but it was
good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was very good. Sonata goes over, clearly. You're not going to have your champion lose to Jake something.
New Japan would never allow this.
No.
New Japan wouldn't even let Tanahashi lose to Jake something.
No. So with that, we're going to our second last match of the night. It is the team of Josh Alexander and Time Machine, which is Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and Kushida against Bully Ray, Brian Myers, Leo Rush, and Moose. Why Moose? Why?
It's okay. It's okay. Given the situation, I really like this faction.
Yeah.
On the good guys side, I think they should be the new Impact players. What was that team called? The AJ Styles team that had Samoa Joe.
Yeah, the Impact players or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that, where it was like the Impact Originals or whatever.
Yeah. Fortune. Was it Fortune? No, it wasn't Fortune. That was
whatever. You know what I'm talking about. That should be this team. And then you make the other guys become the main event mafia, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Okay. The Millionaires Club, like WCW before they.
Yeah. Because they also, because they bring back Burt Macklin.
Yeah. And that they're starting a feud with Josh Alexander. Congratulations, FBI. But I think I like both ideas here, but Impact and. This is not even to be like, oh, I know better for once. I'm not trying to say that.
Right.
You got to be more cohesive and have better continuity with the factions. You
Yes.
can't just keep slapping people together for one pay-per-view and then they don't talk again ever until there's something else needs to
That's where
happen.
Time Machine works. Like there's history between all three of them,
Yeah.
right?
And then I think having Josh Alexander in there adds a lot of clout to him.
yeah, he's up there in the you keep him in the main event picture that way.
Yeah. And you keep this team together. Maybe you throw Kevin Knight in there at some point.
Yeah, because he's part of what the Jet Setters, right? Him and
Yeah.
Kushida.
And I think that's a good faction. That's a
Yeah.
good, solid face faction, and it brings a lot of good to them. And then the heel faction is perfect already.
Yeah.
You could throw
Steve Macklin in there.
Yeah, there you go, and you're set. You're good and you're set.
Yeah, I like it. I think this is good. It was a fun match too. It wasn't a bad match.
It was overall a good in-ring match. There wasn't enough of everybody, and I don't know if I really like the story that it was telling.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it was good with the PCO coming back out where they tried to, like, they powerbomb PCO from the ramp to the table and he just does the Undertaker sit up kind of thing.
I love PCO, man.
Yeah. More PCO. Put BCO part of that faction too.
Yeah, listen, you could do whatever the hell you want. You could do whatever the hell you want.
But
you can just PCO.
More PCO. But it was good. In-ring work, it was good. And surprisingly too, like, we know we're not the biggest fans of Moose or
Moose was okay in this match.
Yeah. When he's hidden in a multi-man tag match, it's a little bit better as opposed
they
to
need to use him as like how they use PCO, as like a guy that comes in and he's a monster and he just slaps people around.
Everybody. Yeah.
Less use of him in like extended long matches where he has to like do stuff.
Yeah. And like, I mean, and for something surprisingly, Bully Ray and them go over.
I think because we're going to continue the story.
Yeah. I think so too. We're going to get like a Bully Ray Josh match. We're going to get a rematch between Josh and Macklin. We're going to get, I think, another rematch between Shelley and Bully Ray. A match against, I'll even take Shelley versus Moose if Moose can put him over. But Shelley has to utterly destroy him.
Yeah.
Just don't give me, I don't want to see Brian Myers versus Alex Shelley.
Fair.
And eventually, could this lead to a Sabin heel turn?
Possibly.
Because you also got to add Kushida, who's the Ultimate X champion, because he can cash in that X anytime he wants for the belt. And give Kushida something to do again in Impact.
I love how the Ultimate X match is so it correlates specifically with the X Division belt, but then it has nothing to do with the X Division belt once you win it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because they're like, well, it's because it's meant for you to challenge for the X Division belt.
Yes.
Now it's like, well, I could also challenge for this belt.
Yeah. No, it's only for the X Division belt.
It is, but then you can use the X Division belt to cash in for that
cash in, yes, for the main event.
Either way, it's a. Anyways,
yeah. I think there may be some, maybe they'll tell eventually down the road they'll tell a jealousy angle. Hey, Chris Sabin to Alex Shelley, I was your partner first, kind of like what they're doing with Cole and.
I think hopefully, provided nobody gets injured, there's some kind of long-term story here where they're going to put time splitters back together.
Yes.
Against Chris Sabin and whoever he wrestles with.
Maybe Leo Rush.
Possibly.
Right, I'll take that. But I mean, overall, it was a decent show. It wasn't bad. The in-ring work was great and it was entertaining. Some of the storytelling leaves a little bit to be desired.
Wait, didn't we miss a match?
Oh, we missed a match. See, that's how good it was.
We just miss a match.
Trinity Deonna Purrazzo.
Deonna Purrazzo, every time she's on offense or has to be like a bitch, or has to sell,
she's at the top of her game.
But watching Trinity struggle to do the most basic things is so hard. She completely missed a few moves where somehow Deonna managed to get herself in front of it, and well, she was doing like I can't remember what it was, like a springboard or something.
Yeah.
And completely missed, but Deonna like leaned into it and took the hit.
And took the hit. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it was
I
nice to
don't want to
see
bash this because the last match with Trinity was actually pretty good,
with
and I
Peraza.
thought we
Yeah,
were getting progression. And I don't like to say bad things about a Deanna match, but like
this wasn't Deanna's best.
Trinity was garbanzo beans.
Yeah,
How is this your women's champion over all of the other amazing women you have? This is why I'm sorry,
yeah,
but this is why you don't have Taya Valkyrie.
yeah, yeah. That's very true. But what's she doing now too?
Oh
She's
yeah,
not.
nothing.
She's doing nothing
This
in
is a
impact.
regretted decision and immediately just getting paid to do
Yeah,
nothing, though.
yeah.
That's what the bonus is.
She's gonna make her way back to Impact eventually, I think.
But it's like we gotta move this belt.
Yeah, off of Trinity. Which may be happening. Next week is the Impact, I think it's Victory Road, and we're getting the return of Jordan Grace.
Okay.
So I think that's where we
Actually, doesn't she come back for the 1000 episode?
this
Isn't
the
there like
next
isn't there like an 8 women tag match?
yes, but she's coming. I think she's coming. Is she facing I don't know if she's facing. I don't think they have the full card set up yet for Victory Road, but we'll look it up right now.
Is that a pay-per-view?
Yes. So they're doing the AEW thing back-to-back weeks with pay-per-view. Plus, they have their 1000th
Oh,
anniversary.
Victory Road is before 1000, right?
It's the day. It's literally the day before. So let's see. We have Alicia Edwards against.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Alicia Edwards won the #1 contender match.
Yes.
That's this okay. So this changes our whole thing. This is what I wanted to talk about actually. So you went from having a not very good match with your champion and probably the best female wrestler you have to now you're gonna have Alicia Edwards versus Trinity. Are you gonna let Alicia win?
I hope not. I hope not. I don't think she deserves it.
Please listen to me.
Scott, if you're watching the show, please don't do that. But yeah, I mean, then you have this is gonna be a good match. You have Peraza against Grace.
Yeah, that's a freaking great match.
Rush versus Kushida.
Yeah.
Rascals against the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Josh Alexander and Burt Macklin.
I'll take it.
Bully Ray and PCO.
Uh-huh.
Kenny King versus Tommy Dreamer.
Okay, no, but yes to everything else you just told me.
Right? On paper, this looks like a good card.
It's a great card.
Yeah.
If you can give me 7 matches and 5 of them look fantastic, I don't care what the other 2
I'm
matches
sure
are.
they'll add MK Ultra to the show eventually. So
yeah, it's gonna be MK Ultra against
Jungle Juice.
Kylan King and the other girl. And then
Taylor
somehow
Wilde.
Taylor Wilde's gonna get involved and it's gonna it's gonna finish that story.
Okay. I'll take it. Unless they do that on Impact 1000.
I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, I mean, but yeah, neither of the women looked too great on this match. It was nice to see Gail Kim return though. And she's coming back to in-ring competition with Awesome Kong on Impact 1000. So they're bringing back all the legends.
Let's hope they're both not stiff as hell.
Yeah, right. Yeah, overall, like I said, this was a decent show. I gave this a 7-2.
You're not gonna like my score. This is a 6-6 for me.
Okay.
It's completely watchable. It has some really high points. It has a few really low points. But I think as an entire event, it really struggled to tell its stories.
Yeah.
Some of the in-ring work doesn't matter at this point. And you know how I feel. I don't really care about storylines, but I think in a match,
you have
need
to
have some kind of emotion.
Yes.
And this was very void of any emotion.
I can agree with you there. I can totally
Especially your main event was like completely emotionless.
Yeah. And this is now 2 pay-per-views in a row where you don't have your champion defending the belt. As much as I'm gonna love the Rascals against Motor City Machine Guns,
I mean, I also really liked seeing Shelly in the juniors stuff.
Yes.
So
But
I'll
I
take
mean,
that.
I'll agree with you. That's fine. I mean, I'll still stick to my score. I'm not going to change it because you did. But
No, listen, you don't have to ever change your score.
yeah.
Your score is for your reasons.
Mhm.
And like I think the in-ring quality of this is like a 7.
Yeah.
It's missing something. My reasoning for yesterday's score change was because when I really thought about all the matches that were at Wrestle Kingdom, it was like,
Yeah.
okay, you know what? Because this is back-to-back pay-per-views. I know this is off topic for AEW.
That'd have been really good.
All in and all out. That I didn't like the card. I was not interested in almost any of the matches on the card.
Yeah, but
And
I thought the same way with Jericho and Osprey. I'm like, I don't know how this match could go either way, right?
yeah,
But
but
it turned
All In
out.
ended up being really good, so I have high hopes for All Out, which is 2 days ago.
Mhm.
I
The
haven't seen
review.
it, but it was 2 days ago.
Yes. So the review, the way we're doing the review structure this week is tomorrow night we will do our payback review, and then we'll bookend it with AEW. So we're doing starting with AEW All In and ending with AEW All Out.
Smart.
So join us tomorrow for our payback review, highlighted by the main event, Seth freaking Rollins against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Hey, not a bad card.
Should be a good match. This card looks pretty solid on paper. So with my voice heading into destruction, we bid you all a good night. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.